Welcome to STEMpathy Resources, an organization with a mission to encourage high school STEM students and teachers to become empathetic, inclusive scientists. My name is Sophia Swartz, and I co-founded STEMpathy Resources this summer with NGCAPI.
Following the murder of George Floyd, Sophia and I were reflecting on our experiences in high school STEM classrooms. We were discussing what we wished we had learned about intersectionality and the STEM pipeline when we realized the potential to include lessons on inclusivity and empathy in STEM curricula.
The STEM pipeline describes the educational pathway for students in the fields of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. From an early education to an adult career, students may leave the field due to various pressures and inequities. In comparison to white STEM undergraduates who switch out of their major, 40% of Black STEM students and 37% of Latinx STEM students switch out of their major before earning a degree.
The present STEM pipeline forms a field wherein less than a third of the United States' intellectual talent, promise, and ability is included. Women and racial minorities make up 2/3 of our overall population, yet are chronically underrepresented at all levels of STEM education. A growing body of research suggests that this STEM attrition is due to a lack of sense of belonging. Feeling welcomed, valued, and respected are strongly correlated with enhanced STEM achievement, retention, and engagement. Thus, students and teachers together have the opportunity to foster enhanced sense of belonging for all members of the STEM community through efforts that focus on enhancing diversity and empathy in STEM.
STEMpathy Resources is specific in its goal of improving the climate of high school STEM classrooms while providing support for a broad range of minority students as they continue down the STEM pipeline. All actions we take contribute to the following mission: to inspire and equip young people and teachers alike to share in meaningful discourse on issues at the intersection of science and society, to uplift and amplify diverse voices, perspectives, and historical experiences in science, to empower anyone to act with STEMpathy.
So, how does STEMpathy Resources work? The resources we create for teachers are curated with the restrictions of pre-existing curricula in mind. The STEMpathy Resources website organizes collections of articles and videos, first into STEM subjects and then into social identifiers. Each article or video is listed with an MLA citation, discussion packet, and estimated duration. Discussion packets include key vocabulary from the resource, as well as 3 to 5 questions which encourage self-reflection and recognition of how one's identity shapes an experience of science and society. Teachers may use the resources in any way they see fit, perhaps as a warm-up, supplemental exercise, or short-term assignment. Resources for students include opportunities to read about scientists of various backgrounds, lists of STEM scholarships which may apply to various identities, forms to be featured in our newsletter, and an application to join our team. Students are thus able to gain mentorship, connections, and experience in their respective fields.
To measure our impact on youth in STEMpathy classrooms, we will be sending students self-assessment surveys, asking how their identity shapes their role as a scientist, both as students and as they begin to serve the greater community. We will measure the efficacy of our For Students resources using page analytics, counting the number of unique visitors to our webpage each week, as well as by meeting our goal of posting 2 submissions for our Call for Student Voices each month. While our true impact on students will be realized in their ability to persevere through the STEM pipeline, STEMpathy Resources will use these assessments to see how much support they have been offered during the start of their journey.
Classrooms where STEMpathy is a common practice can empower underserved and disadvantaged youth to achieve beyond their life circumstances. STEM careers are often the highest paying upon entry, with the average annual wages being $37,000 or more. Furthermore, the consideration of societal factors such as race, gender, sexuality in STEM fields can lead to improved dividends for people who aren't even directly in STEM, such as enhanced green space in underserved urban communities, moving towards the elimination of bias in the online code that dictates our lives, and improving healthcare outcomes for LGBTQ+ individuals.
Acting with STEMpathy is not rocket science. Through STEMpathy Resources, we fuel the ongoing conversations on the values of respect, inclusion, and sense of belonging in STEM. Please learn more about our organization at stempathyresources.com, and we appreciate your time.